All right, answer for A, please. Ian.
360.
No. Charlie.
3.6.
No.
What?
Oh wait, never mind.
3.6.
Griffin.
X equals 0.6.
No.
Oh.
X equals
Aiden.
X equals 3.6.
X equals 3.6. Very good.
Bless you.
X equals 3.6. And you want me to go over that one?
Yes.
Yes, please.
No.
Sam Yursevich. Okay. Did you not understand how to cross multiply?
Oh my god, I just didn't.
So tell me what you would get after you cross multiply A.
And X equals 36.
Wonderful. Do you remember from algebra how I get rid of multiplication?
Division?
Division. So I'm going to divide
10.
on both sides. Which sides? I'm sorry. I just told you. Both sides. Remember this rule? God doesn't want us to be alone, but He wants the variables to be alone. And whatever you do to the left, you have to do to the... The only person I'm talking to is Kara Betts. If you want to contribute, you can raise your hand. 10 divided by 10 is?
1.
So we're just going to leave it as x. And then 36 divided by 10. What is my shortcut? Everyone should know how to do this. If I'm dividing by 10, I just do what? Do you know it?
Yeah, like bring the decimal.
Move the decimal point one place to the left. Okay? Does that help?
Yeah.
All right, B. Michael Bruzzese. Wonderful. Sam Yursevich, C.
I didn't get to finish that one.
Because you were talking. Mo. N equals 49. N equals 49. Questions on that? What? What?
So, wasn't it like, how is, never mind.
Okay. Number 2, page 57. What's so funny? Do we need to make phone calls? He's laughing at something over here.
Oh, no, not that.
I don't think it's Gabby. I don't think it's Cheyenne. If the ratio of type O to non-type O donors at a blood drive was 37 to 43, how many donors would be type O out of 300 donors? So we're going to look at a sample set of people who donated blood. How many people are they telling you right now? How many people visited that blood drive? Gabriel.
300.
Nope.
Yeah, 300 donors.
Yeah, but how many people are we going to have, do we have to compare it to?
Oh, 37 to 43.
37 to 43, which means we're going to compare how many people? Megan. 80. I'm taking my ratio and I'm making it the denominator. Okay, they've already done it for you. Above that, I only want to find what type of donors. Willerkman, I only want to find what type of owners.
Type O donors.
Just type O. How many of those donors out of those 80 that were sampled are just type O? How many are just type O? 37. So my first fraction should be 37 over 80, and that's in your textbook. Do you see where it is? Okay. Now I want to compare that to everyone who's at that blood drive. So now, Gabriel, how many people are at that blood drive?
300.
300. Is that going to be in the numerator or the denominator?
The denominator.
Why?
Because if there's 300 people and we're trying to find out how many people would be type O, you have to put the 300 on the bottom and then put the other number, no, not the number, you have to put the variable on the top.
Okay. Why am I going to put a variable up here?
Because you don't know what the numerator.
Very good. I don't know. Okay. Everyone sees that in your textbook.
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Seibert, how on earth did they just figure that out and set up that fraction? How many of you have that question? Don't be shy. I did last night. Don't be shy. I had to do my homework. Okay. Here's how it works. Your bottom denominator, in this case, is going to be the total. Okay? So we've added up on this denominator the ratio, so that's a total. And over here we found out with our story problem there's 300 people at the blood drive, so this is the total number of people. So do you understand how this is a total and this is a total?
Yes.
Okay. Your numerator is, if it's not the total, it must be the Megan Welsh.
The number that.
What's the opposite of total? Ben.
I have a question.
Ben.
The typos. The typos.
Stay over here for right now.
Yeah, the typos.
No. If this is the total, this must be the
Typo.
last warning. Griffin.
The number of people who have.
Forget what we're doing right now. Your numerator will be the what?
And numerator will be the few people.
The variable.
The fraction. The ratio.
Megan is the closest. Another word for fraction.
Oh.
If you don't have all of something, you might have
Part.
parts. So as you look at your story problems and you have to set up your own fractions, you want your parts to be on the top and you want your totals to be on the bottom. In this case, my total of my sample or my total ratio is on the bottom. My total people at the blood drive are on the bottom. The part that have type O blood are up here. That's part of the blood donors. I don't know how many people are going to have type O once we bring that number up. But this is still part. Make sense? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where people are looking because some people are looking not up here. So without looking in the book, can you solve this on your own? Wonderful. Charlie, will you walk me through it, please?
From the beginning?
Yep.
37 plus 43.
No.
I don't know.
Solve this.
Oh, that. 37 times
300
equals
cross multiply. You did this. Now you got to do
80 times
80x. 37 times 300. Mr. Seibert, I can't do that in my head. Yes, you can. 37 times 3.
Oh.
37 times 3. Griffin.
Sorry. That wasn't fair.
Mo. Natalie. 111. And then we... Megan.
Add the zero.
Attach the zeros. So that's 11,100 equals, oops, 80x. 11,100 divided by 80x. I can't do that in my head. Yes, you can. What's a shortcut? You all should know this. What is a shortcut right here? Julia. Get rid of one of the zeros. There's a zero over here, there's a zero over here. Goodbye, goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Now I have 1,110 equals 8x. Okay, now I'm probably going to have to use a calculator. Or a long divide. Yeah? Okay, look at the book. X equals what? Sophie Karras. Or T equals 138 and 3/4. Okay? C? Oh no. C?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
C.
Wonderful. Go back to your student notebook.
Don't you have to round?
Go back to your student notebook. Max, I'm not warning you anymore. Keep in mind, I can just show this to your parents and show them how many times I've had to talk to you. Ben.
Instead of, could you do 80, well, 300 divided by 80 and then multiply that by 37 and then you get the number?
One more time?
300 divided by 80 and that number times 37.
I don't know. I want you to cross multiply.
Alright.
That's the skill. Alright. In your student notebook, you guys need to wake up. You guys need to be attentive. Get your hands up off your desk. Hold your head up. And get with it. I'm not really enthused with how blah everyone is right now. In your student notebook, here's what I want you to write down. There's two ways you can set up a problem. And I just showed you one. So part over whole equals part over whole. That's a traditional fraction, right? It's always the part over the whole anyway, so you should already know that one. Part over whole. So if you get a question that looks like it's parts over the total of something, that's how you want to set it up. Part over whole, part over whole. The other way you can do this, and I'm just going to use a variable. A equals, I'm sorry, A over B equals A over B. So whatever A is should be on the top. If you're talking about cars and gas mileage, cars are all A, mileage should be B. You don't want to reverse them and flip them so that they're sideways. Okay? We'll go through an example. Michael.
What does area and base have?
It has nothing to do with that.
What's it doing?
It has nothing to do with that. Griffin. No, because you were supposed to go during. Go. Let's take a look at letter D. Recycling 2,000 pounds of paper saves 17 trees. How many trees would you save by recycling 5,000 pounds of paper? What do you want to put on top of with the A's? Do you want that to be paper, or do you want that to be trees? Page 57, letter D.
That has to do with
Seventh grade students.
I don't understand why these are different. Flip back, please. The ratio of 7th grade students to 8th grade students in a soccer league is 17 to 23. Go to 59. Is number 4 about Everardo buying eggs?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Let's do that one. Everardo paid $1.12 for a dozen eggs at his local grocery store. Determine the cost of 3 eggs. Okay. Do you want your eggs to be on top, or do you want your money to be on top? Do you want your eggs to be on top, or do you want your money to be on top? This is not a part to whole, so we don't want to use this one. We want to use this one. Megan?
Eggs.
You want to put the eggs on top? So we're going to start off with 12. And it equals... We're starting with 12 eggs. Now we want to find out 3 eggs. Okay. See how eggs are on top? See how eggs are on top?
Yes.
Wonderful. So if the eggs are on top, we're going to do money on the bottom. Sophia Palmo, what am I going to put underneath 12? $12 eggs cost what? It tells you right now. How many? A dozen eggs cost how much money? $1.12. What's going to be on the other denominator? It's got to be money. What's going to be over there, Michael Vondren?
X.
X. Why am I going to put X on here?
Because variable.
Because
You don't know how much money.
you don't know how much 3 eggs are. Very good. Solve this for me. Aiden Driscoll.
So you have 12. It's 12x with 3.36.
Hold on. You skipped a step. 12x equals what? Without doing the math yet? 3 times.
1.12.
Okay. Now you can tell me what that equals. 12x equals
12x equals 3.36.
3.36. Someone else take over. What am I going to do next? You're all writing this down in your textbook, I hope. Seth, what am I going to do next?
Figure out what 12 times 3 is.
How do I clear that, though? It's multiplication. Division. So I'm going to divide both sides by what? 12. 3.36 divided by 12, because we're running out of time, is 28 cents. x equals 0.28. How much do 3 eggs cost? Go.
28 cents.
28 cents. See?
Yep.
Wonderful. Line up for health.